President John Dramani Mahama has renewed his call for the passage of the anti-witchcraft bill, stressing that urgent legal protection is needed to safeguard vulnerable women, particularly the elderly who continue to suffer abuse and violence due to witchcraft accusations. Speaking at a presidential dialogue with civil society organizations, the president said Ghana cannot continue to allow superstition and cultural misconceptions to result in human rights violations and loss of lives. He stated that the time had come for Parliament to act decisively on the bill to ensure stronger protection for accused persons and to deter communities from engaging in harmful practices. President Mahama noted that many of the accusations are often rooted in misunderstandings about health conditions, infertility, and illness rather than any factual basis, adding that education and improved access to health care are key to addressing the problem. He referenced past tragic incidents in parts of the country where accused women were assaulted or killed, describing such occurrences as unacceptable in a modern democratic society governed by the rule of law. According to him, the proposed legislation is intended not only to punish perpetrators of violence, but also to support the rehabilitation and reintegration of survivors who have been banished to so-called witch camps. The president further acknowledged that the bill had previously gone through Parliament but was not assented to at that time, causing it to lapse, and said government is prepared to re-engage stakeholders to address any outstanding concerns.
I remember when Nana Oye was the Minister of Gender, we started the process of reintegrating the witches back into their society. It involved cultural issues, purification, pacifying some things, and educating them to know that, look, this, your wife isn't giving birth, it's not because of your grandmother who was eating her womb. You know, go seek medical care. There's medical care that can take, and in most cases you find that it's not even the woman, it's the man who's firing blank bullets, you know, and he'll be the first to go accuse some old lady about it, you know. And there are some medications you can take to increase your firepower, you know. So it's a very complex issue, but certainly the anti-witchcraft bill is important, and the Ministry of Women and Children is following it up. It was, if I remember correctly, it was passed, but the president didn't sign it. So it expired. And so it has to go back through Parliament. And I'm sure that whatever issues the former president had, I'll find out what those issues were with the anti-witchcraft bill, so that if there are genuine concerns that need to be tackled in order that we pass the bill, I think we should. Because we've seen examples where, you know, women have been targeted, old ladies. Remember the one that happened in Kafaba in the East Gunja district. And if you watch the video, it was so distressing, the way they stripped the old woman and beat her until she died. Luckily, justice caught up with them, and those who perpetrated it are serving prison sentences. I think that we must pass the witchcraft bill, so the anti-witchcraft bill, so that people who do these things will be punished.